So really, this really is just a chat about me as a 43-year-old man. Um, 20, probably 24 years, I would say I have had social anxiety. Um, took me till I was about 30 before I actually sought help for it. Went to the doctor, shitting myself. Um, tried to explain as best as I could my issues. And to be honest with you, very quickly he diagnosed I've got social therapy, he said, and I didn't have a clue what it was. I went through that phase beforehand of thinking, for some reason, from mid-teens, I was getting more and more sort of introverted and or shy in a way. I know I was just avoiding social scenarios, even with my friends from school. And it's for me, it's always tough, and it will remain tough for me because I was relatively outgoing up until, like I say, my mid teens. For some reason, I just started to get nervous and very anxious in sort of public situations, even just sitting in class and anticipating a teacher pointing you out, asking you a question about something. Um, it really was a mystery. But anyway, yeah, I got to 30, got diagnosed, then he put me on something called clomipramine, which I thought at that point was my saviour. I thought, this is it. I can start living my life now. Lo and behold, I'm sure many of you who've had similar situations will know it's not always how it's supposed to be. So I tried that clomipramine for a couple of months. I never missed a day when I was taking it. And it just didn't do anything for me. I mean, it made me basically a zombie. Felt very tired, very just dead really inside. But I was still in the scenarios that sort of cause life to stop. I was still suffering. Um, it still didn't help me going to job interviews, even just going to the job centre, And in the end, I just stopped myself because the pressure, even the anxiety, just going to the doctor's surgery, sitting in the waiting room, where I was just always packed full of loud kids and parents and all sorts of people. And even that scenario was too stressful for me. So in the end, I just thought, you know what, forget it. And I stopped. And I haven't been since. I've just now started on Klonopin, which I've only been taking a few days. So we'll see. The only feeling I'm getting at the moment is absolute exhaustion. I'm falling asleep on a regular basis. It's too hard to say whether or not it's helping with, because I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm on universal credit. I failed a PIP test to get benefits. I don't know what it's called specifically. I didn't score enough points apparently, so I don't qualify for that. Even though in reality, anyone with social anxiety, true social anxiety, not I know a lot of Americans get overdiagnosed with things, but I think in the UK it's pretty good where people who genuinely have it, like myself, where your life is just dead. You realise you gotta do something, and this little message no one to see. It's just me and my only time I've done this, but I just felt like saying something because I know 20 years ago, I wish I had someone who I knew, because I never even heard of it 20 years ago. Like I say, it wasn't until I was 30 until I heard about the whole thing. So hopefully some youngsters out there, even people older, don't do what I did. Don't sort of hide away. Because I can tell you my whole life story where I've been homeless, um, supported housing, all down to the fact that I just can't function. I can't get a job, I can't keep a job. I can get a job, I can't keep it. Because of all the, you'll know, the anxious thoughts, the constant pressure, being around people, going into the canteen, other people just having normal social conversations, laughing, joking, and you're just tensing up, heart racing. You just get out of there. And I could go through a gazillion jobs I've had where I quit after a couple of days because I can't take the pressure. And I feel this is my last chance now, really. I'm under massive pressure to get a job. I'm desperate to get a job. I want a job. But I have to try and find one where I'm away from people. And not just in terms of the job itself, but, and I'll say this, and I mean it genuinely, just on the lunch breaks, I'd like to be able to just lunch on my own, where there's no other people in a small room and having conversations. I just freeze up, and it's humiliating. You want a hole to open up in the ground. But anyway, like I said, we'll see how this clubbing goes, and I'll keep you updated. Like I said, I've got a couple of interviews coming up next week. Let's see if I can change my life around. So, but all the youngsters out there, try and do something. Don't do what I did. Don't ignore it. Get help. But this is advice you don't want to hear, but it's advice I don't want to hear. I don't take my own advice, which is you got to get yourself out there and hope for the best. Anyway, I'm going. See you later. Thank you. Bye.